Hey, family. Welcome to Passport Camera Suitcase with me, Dr. Jasmine Baker. I'm so happy to jump on today. I don't know if you had an opportunity to go back and listen to the video from last week where I talk about my travel has shifted from just like full time cruising, going to resorts, going to hotels, to pivoting to take care of my grandmother. My grandmother, she is a twin and she's 99 years old. I'm excited because guess what, guys? I've canceled all of my cruises. Well, at least 18 more cruises this year to do on board Celebrity Cruise. Yes, shout out to Celebrity. I'm a celebrity girl. But I had 18 more cruises to do, and I've already canceled four of the 18. And I anticipate that I will probably have to cancel more because I've now taken on a new travel role, and that role is caring for my grandmother who's 99 years old full time. And I'm excited about it, you guys. I'm so excited about it. Are there challenges in there? Absolutely, they are. There's challenges. But the thing about it is that this is a different form of travel for me, a different form of travel. Now, today I have something super special for you because I said travel's going to look a lot different in this season. It's not going to look like how it looked in the last season. And I want you guys to see it and to know it and to live it alongside me. And the reason that I say that is because oftentimes when life sends us a situation where we have to make one decision that could change everything, sometimes we do it and positive things happen. And then sometimes we make those decisions and negative things happen. Now, for me, I believe totally in perspective on how you view everything. And because, I'm a child of the Most High God, and I believe that all things work together for the good of those that seek after Christ Jesus. I know that any decision that I make, that He's going to work it together to bless me. So when I decided to come and care for her full time, you guys, it took me one decision, one decision, one decision to say, look, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to take care of my what? My grandmother. And there's some awesome things. I'm going to put a short up today. This shows me taking my grandmother to do self care while I do self care. So I was doing self care to cut my nails down, to get my toes done, all those things that you do when you are just taking care of yourself and loving on you. Loving on you. So I was taking her with me so that she can get her nails and her toes done as well. Yes, at 99, she still has to do self care. And I wanted to reinforce that to her so that she knows that one, she's loved, and two, she has to remember, even at the age of 99, come on now, to love yourself. She has to love herself. So when you look at the short, you're going to see my grandmother taking a Uber because we're doing travel in a different way. Remember, I said this season travel is different. I've canceled a portion of my cruises and I anticipate that I will have to cancel the remainder, but I'm taking it one day at a time. Now, with the short that you're going to see with my grandmother, she's catching the Uber for the first time. Think about this, you guys. She's going to be 100 years old next year. She's 99 years old and she's never caught an Uber. I'm going to let you sit with that for a minute. Mhm. Born in 1927, never caught an Uber. What I did is I took the opportunity to allow her to step into the world of travel. And some of you may be like, Uber, what's the big deal? Think about it. She's 99 years old. She's never had to take a Uber. She comes from a whole totally different generation, born in 1927. Some of y'all wasn't even thought of in 1927, okay? She was born in 1927. So she's been through the Great Depression. She's been through all types of stuff, all types of stuff. So for her not to be like really like up to date with a bunch of technology and Ubering and all these different things, I wasn't surprised. But when I took her there, look at the short, she was so excited. And what I want you guys to do for me is I want you to like, share, and subscribe this video and the short, showing that even at the age of 99, you can still learn new things. But in order to learn new things, you have to do it what? By one decision. This is my book called The One Decision Manifesto. This is my book called The One Decision Manifesto. Paid in full by grace. Paid in full by grace. Now, with this is what I kind of want to talk to you guys about today. I want to encourage you. I want to tell you first that I don't know what you're going through, but I want you to know that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I've had challenging days too, and I had to encourage myself and say, look, I'm going to be okay. So I'm telling you to encourage yourself, because sometimes what happens is that we'll wait for somebody else to encourage us when we need to encourage ourselves. We don't need to wait for anybody else, because what if that somebody else never shows up? What if they never come, y'all? What if they never come to encourage you? What are you going to do? Are you just going to sit there moping and sad? No, you're going to pick yourself up. If you're on my channel, I want you to learn to pick yourself up and encourage yourself. What I do, I went in there and made me a cold brew, added whipped cream on there, because that's the way that I tell myself that I am special and that I am loved. Iced it out real good. And guess what? I'm drinking it. I'm drinking it and what? Encouraging myself while reading my book called The One Decision Manifesto. So you're probably wondering what's inside of the One Decision Manifesto. Today, I'm going to take the liberty, and I'm not even going to be on here long. I'm here to tell you to make that decision to change your life. I made a decision to stop travel and to travel in a different way. And the way that I'm traveling now is blessing my grandmother. Think about it. She took the Uber for the first time and was super excited about it, you guys. She was like, oh my gosh, there's a car that can take you around everywhere. I said, absolutely, there is. There's a thing called an Uber. We're not stuck here, Grandma. I'm going to show you how to get out here and what and make waves and make waves at 99. Y'all, she's making waves at 99. But I said you have to encourage yourself. She had to step out of her comfort zone by having what? Making one decision to say yes to the Uber that she was not used to. But again, in this season, I'm going to be talking to you guys from a perspective of encouraging you to get out there and travel if you haven't traveled. Stop waiting for people. Go solo. Go solo. If you want something different in your life, you got to do what? You got to do something different. You have to do something different. If you don't do nothing different and you're expecting a different result, shame on you. Shame on you. And that's why I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about the One Decision Manifesto. I want to read a little bit out of here. I am reading the manifesto declaration. This is the manifesto's declaration. This can be found inside of the One Decision Manifesto. This is what it says. It says, I believe a life is not built in a moment. My life wasn't built in a moment, y'all. It was built one decision at a time. I believe people often admire the visible while overlooking the invisible. And what I mean by that is people oftentimes admire what they see about you. They look at my YouTube channel, they look at my Facebook page, they look at all these different places where they can follow me and they admire it. And that's the things that they can what visibly see. But the thing that you have to understand as I read this manifesto, it says they celebrate the retirement, but never saw the years of service. I'm retired, not once, y'all. I retired from the military and then I retired from federal service. So I've retired twice. They admire those things, they celebrate those things, but they don't see the years of service that's behind it. They applaud the degree, but never witnessed the late nights, early morning sacrifices, and the perseverance that it took me to obtain a higher degree. Yes, I am a doctor, and I will say it over and over again because it took a lot guts. It took a lot of encouragement. It took a lot of going to other people and humbling myself to get my doctor's degree. And it took a lot of just courage to go ahead and pursue two master's degrees. You say, why am I saying that? It sounds like she's bragging. Then you're not my audience. Click off. What I'm doing is I'm showing you the life receipts, the receipts. These receipts are evidence of the one decisions that I made. But I'm trying to get you to understand that people are looking at your life and they're applauding what they visibly see, forgetting what happened invisible that they didn't see. That they didn't see. I'm still reading the manifesto declaration out of my book called The One Decision Manifesto. They hold the book in their hands, but never see the thousands of words written in solitude. So you see my books. have a whole library. Go over to my web page that says www. I'm getting tongue tied. Go over to my website or webpage, www.drjasminebaker.com. www.drjasminebaker.com. And you will experience my whole King Formation library. I have a King Formation library with about 42 books. And those 42 books are nine different interconnected series that form my Kingdom Formation system, and it's trademarked. Yes, the Kingdom Formation system. So look, and the reason that I have that, and the reason I'm telling you to go over to my website to check it out, is because those are my life receipts. Me being able to hold this book in my hand, you being able to go on Amazon and order this book, you being able to go to my webpage, www.drjasminebaker.com, and download this PDF for free because I'm giving this to you to springboard you into making decisions. I need for you to take control of your life. You are not powerless out there. Take control of your life by one decision, y'all. Start with one decision. And as those one decisions continue to accumulate over and over again, you're going to see life receipts. Remember, I said they see the books, but they don't see the time that it took me to sit in solitude and write it. When I was traveling, I was writing. That was my place of solitude. They see the travel, they applaud it, they wonder, how did she do it? But the reality is that there's things that I had to do in the background to get the travel, to work years and years to retire twice. Stay with me. It says they celebrate freedom without understanding the discipline that purchased it. So they're looking at your life and they're like, wow, she makes it look easy. He makes it look easy, forgetting the discipline it took you to get to where you at. Think about the bodybuilders, how they are on stage and they're competing. My son, my oldest son, Juan Jr., he's a bodybuilder. And when he is competing, and I look at him when he's went through all these months, because remember, as a mom, I've seen him when he is not all cut, when he's doing all the work, getting up in the morning. I mean, grinding constantly, y'all, 4 a.m. in the morning, just grinding, grinding, grinding. He's up. And then sometimes he'll go to the gym a second time when he's trying to cut. And the funny thing is, I'll watch him and I'll be like, dang, he is disciplined. He is disciplined. And guess what? His life receipt is when he stands on stage and he's competing and he's looking awesome. My question to you is, what are your life receipts saying about you? What are your life receipts saying about you? Because listen, that's what it is. When I look at your life receipts, it's going to speak to me and tell me what you was doing on your off time, what you was doing when no one was looking. Your life receipts will show it. Stay with me. I'm still reading the manifesto declaration inside of my book called The One Decision. It says receipts do not lie. Receipts do not lie. They reveal where our time was invested. So your life receipts, they're going to reveal where you invested your time. For me, I invested my time in creating what's called the Kingdom Formation Library, which produced the Kingdom Formation System, which in turn is those nine interconnected series of books, totaling 42 books that make up that system. I invested my time. I invested years of my life inside of that system. That was not no overnight thing, but one decision. It started with one decision and getting up again and making another decision and another decision and another decision. Decisions when I didn't feel like reading, decisions when I didn't feel like looking for an editor, decisions when I didn't feel like trying to come up with the concept for a book cover, decisions when I had to force myself to write instead of going out and having fun with my friends. One decision. What does your life receipt say? What does your life receipt say? Do they reveal that you sacrificed, or do they reveal that you didn't sacrifice? See, the life receipts tell it all, y'all. The life receipts tell it all. And I'm still talking to you on my travel channel. As per Cameron's Suitcase, I'm talking to you about this new season where I've canceled my cruises to care for my 99-year-old grandmother and to travel in a different way. And I'm taking you along with me. You're traveling with me right now through the world of encouragement. I'm encouraging you right now to travel with your life's decisions. And when I say travel, I'm saying Travel, it can be physical travel, but it can also be mental travel. When I'm writing books, that's a mental travel. I'm traveling in my mind to the vision that I saw that I need to continue to chip at and build so that I can finally see it on paper by way of a book that you can now hold. Remember, I'm just reading the manifesto declaration, and I'm encouraging you guys today because this is what the declaration says. It says, looking back, I have learned that the most important decisions rarely felt extraordinary when I made them. When I made them, it was like a boring day. Like, oh gosh, I gotta go in here and write. Oh, I need to go finish this. It wasn't no big deal. It wasn't no loud firecrackers and balloons or nobody bringing me a cake. I had to do it for myself. I had to grind for myself. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs out there. You're going to hear the phone ring again. I'm in my grandmother's house. And I had to figure out, am I still going to tape? What does travel look like in this season? I had to figure all of that out, y'all. And I had to make a decision. I don't got all my YouTubing equipment. Do I just not YouTube? What do I do? I had to make a decision, y'all. I had to make a decision. I want you to make a decision. Make the hard decisions and trust God. Make the hard decisions and just trust God. I believe in you, and this season is going to be different for you. You can do it. You can do it. This season's not going to be like another season if you make the decisions to change your life. You have to make the decisions, y'all. I'm encouraging you to get this book, The One Decision Manifesto. I've allowed you to be able to access it on my website, www.drjasminebaker.com. You can download the PDF. When you get to the website, go look at the tabs and go to the tabs that say begin here. The tab says begin here. And when you click on begin here, it's going to have this one decision manifesto where you can download it in PDF form if you don't want to support me by buying it. Although I would really appreciate it if you supported me by purchasing it on Amazon. And the reason that I say that is because to continue to write and produce books, but come on now, doing any kind of business takes what? It takes finances. So the way that you can help me is by buying my book. Go to Audible, download my Audible books, listen to them. They're going to change your life. I'm telling you, my life is receipts of one decision. One decision. And I'm encouraging you to get it. But stay with me. It says, and I'm almost done. It says, whether we realize it or not, every decision begins accumulating a future. Every decision that you make, every decision that I make, it begins accumulating a future. When I joined the military, I'll take something really easy. When I joined the military, I didn't know that it would create a future for me to be retired. When I joined the federal service and went to what we would deem public service working in corporate America, I didn't think that I was going to retire. But the accumulation of one decision, deciding to go to work every day, to press through, guess what? Now I'm retired. Not once, but twice. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not going to be like sparkles and balloons when you're making these decisions. But as they accumulate, they're going to shape your future. Any point in time, you can begin to take control of your future. I know some of y'all out there are like, dang, it's kind of too late for me. I've made some bad decisions. Okay, I get it. I've made bad decisions too. I'm human just like you. We've all fallen short of the glory of God. Nobody's perfect out there. But right now, on today, during this live, you can make the decision up in your mind to make better decisions. Just that easy. You can say, you know what, I've made bad decisions up until this point, but starting right now, after listening to Dr. Jasmine Baker and getting her one decision manifesto, I'm getting ready to do things different. Go get this book, y'all. It's going to encourage you for these next few lives that I do, because we doing travel in a different way. I'm going to go through the rest of the manifesto and I'm going to work you through all 12 chapters of this book. All 12 chapters of this book, because this book deals with everything you deal with when you're making decisions to build a life that means something, to build a legacy that you can pass down to your children, to your family, to your spouse. I'm going to work through everything. I'm going to show you the principles. There's like Principle one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Eight principles. Eight principles that I give you that's going to make you successful in this season. Look, we've already passed the half point mark in 2026. 2026 is like wrapping up, y'all. I hate to tell you, we're in August. It's wrapping up. We're in the eighth month. So you still have time. You still have time to begin to draft out the plan that God has for your life and begin implementing it. Begin writing it out. The word of God says to write the vision and make it plain on tablets. That's not to write it for God, that's to write it for you so that you won't faint, so that you can continue to walk out what God has for you. Look, I love you guys. I'm supporting you. You're going to see me popping on lives a lot, whether anybody comes on the lives or not. Look, that's a decision right there. I'm looking at my live count, zero, what we call goose eggs. But guess what? I'm still making the decision to go live. I'm still going to make the decision to go live because I'm going to do me and I'm going to encourage people and bring people along with me. Look, you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. I love you. Be safe out there. And again, all it takes is one decision. This one decision manifesto, it can bless you. One decision can change everything. Look, I love you guys. And until next time, be blessed.